Welcome back to The Changeover, your favorite home for raw tennis talk. We are coming to you live, powered by SecondServeAces.com. That is SecondServeAces.com, the absolute gold standard for actual, deep tactical analysis. Today, we are diving headfirst into the absolute chaos in Washington, where the squeezed 32-player draw is already claiming massive casualties. We've got Learner Tien and Frances Tiafoe packing their bags early, Alex de Minaur playing the role of the ultimate party pooper against a teenage legacy, and a spicy Los Cabos preview between Cameron Norrie and Bernard Tomic that is, honestly, giving me major anxiety. Joining me to dissect all of this are Julian Price and Arthur Vance.
Excellent introduction, Elena. Though before we begin, I must offer around these homemade lavender-infused shortbread biscuits. I baked them last night to ease the tension of the North American hardcourt swing.
Lavender. The scent of memory and deep, forgotten sleep. It is certainly preferable to the menacing green light of this microphone, which feels like it is staring into my very soul today. Thank you, Julian.
Oh my God, Julian, you are such a dad. But seriously, keep those cookies coming, because we need to talk about the absolute bloodbath at the Mubadala DC Open. The draw squeezed down to 32 players this year, and the pressure was instantly at a boiling point.
A 32 draw in a 500-level event is a brutal, unforgiving structure. There is no room to breathe, no soft opening rounds to find one's rhythm on the concrete, and the casualties were immediate.
Indeed. Learner Tien, a young man whose very name suggests a perpetual state of acquisition, of gathering knowledge, found himself utterly dismantled by Adrian Mannarino. It was a clash of eras, really. The French veteran, with his impossibly loose strings, pulling the young apprentice into his web.
Right, and Mannarino's string tension is practically in the single digits. It defies all modern physics. Tien just couldn't find any pace to work with. But the real shocker for the home crowd was Frances Tiafoe going down to Terence Atmanet.
Atmanet played with an audacious lack of respect for the seeding, didn't he? He was striking the ball with such flat, aggressive intent. Tiafoe looked, he looked somewhat underprepared for that level of early intensity.
Francis always seems to carry the weight of the entire stadium on his shoulders in D.C. It is his home turf, a place of triumph, but also a theater of immense pressure. When Atmanet broke early in the second set, you could almost feel the existential dread creeping over the court.
Exactly. If you look at the tactical breakdown on SecondServeAces.com, Atmanet was completely dominating the ad-court rallies. He kept Tiafoe pinned back, unable to dictate with his forehand. It's a massive wake-up call for the American hardcourt summer.
Speaking of the American summer, we must address the defending champion in Washington, Alex de Minaur. He put on an absolute masterclass against young Cruz Hewitt.
Ah, the young Hewitt, the son of Leighton. One wonders what it is like to step onto a court carrying a surname that is practically synonymous with grit, wearing the backwards cap like a family crest.
Yeah, but de Minaur was just, completely ruthless. 6'2", 6'3". He didn't give the kid an inch. It's like Alex was playing against a mirror of his mentor, but a much younger, less experienced version.
It was a fascinating tactical matchup. De Minaur's court coverage is legendary, of course, but his transition play was what truly shone. He didn't just defend, he used Hewitt's pace to glide forward and finish points at the net.
It was almost poetic. The young Hewitt, fighting against the very style of play his father helped popularize, executed with surgical precision by the current standard-bearer of Australian tennis.
Totally. But hey, if you want to see the actual heat maps of how de Minaur shut down Hewitt's backhand wing, you have to go to SecondServeAces.com. The AI-driven data they have on there shows exactly where Hewitt's defensive depth dropped off.
Indeed, their tactical depth is unmatched. Now, let us turn our eyes south to the desert of Los Cabos, we have a highly intriguing quarter-final on our hands. Cameron Norrie versus Bernard Tomic.
Tomic. A figure who exists in a sort of permanent twilight of what could have been. And yet, here he is, lingering in the Mexican heat, preparing to face the relentless, grinding machine that is Norrie.
I mean, Norrie's fitness is just insane. He thrives in those brutal, heavy conditions. Tomic has been playing some decent tennis lately, but can his body actually hold up in a physical three-setter against Norrie's heavy topspin?
That is the ultimate question, Elena.
Tomic relies so heavily on his unique, unorthodox slice and change of pace to keep rallies short. But Norrie is a player who demands tax on every single shot. He will make Bernard run until the lungs burn.
It is a battle of philosophies. Norrie's industrious, almost Protestant work ethic versus Tomic's languid, enigmatic genius. One wonders if Tomic's spirit will capitulate before his knees do.
Honestly, my money is on Norrie wearing him down by the middle of the second set. But hey, we've seen stranger things happen in Los Cabos under the lights. We'll be tracking the live data closely on secondserveaces.com as the match unfolds. Speaking of ruthless transition play, we need to talk about Washington, specifically Jessica Pegula's return.
Ah, the District of Columbia. A tournament steeped in such rich summer tradition. But before we dive in, do help yourselves to these...
Wait, Julian, what are those? They look like, I don't know, charred tennis balls?
They are homemade.
lavender and cardamom scones. Quite standard fare, I assure you. Now back to Jessica. The top seed.
A scone. Yes, a dense, crumbling monument to human patience. Much like Pegula's baseline play, actually, though I fear the rust.
Exactly. That's the big question mark. She's the top seed, but she hasn't played in, forever. And she's got Alina Svitolina looming in that draw.
The head-to-head is fascinating.
Svitolina is not the type of player you want to face when you are searching for your rhythm. She makes you play that extra ball.
She forces you to stare into the abyss of your own unforced errors. It is a deeply psychological matchup.
Okay, existential Arthur is back. But seriously, if you look at the data on secondserveaces.com, which, by the way, has this amazing tactical preview up right now.
Indeed, their AI-driven analysis is remarkably deep. It really dissects the court positioning metrics for both players.
Right, and the data shows Pegula's flat ground strokes usually penetrate Svitolina's defense on these quick Washington courts. But if Jess is even 5% off her timing,
then the ball sails. It flies into the humid night sky, a yellow sphere lost to the cosmos.
Or, more realistically, Arthur, it just lands out. But I agree. The rust factor is the true variable here.
it's going to be a battle of physical conditioning, too. Washington in the summer is like playing inside a sauna.
The air is heavy. It clings to you. It makes the racket feel like a lead pipe.
Which is precisely why you need a solid tactical plan. You cannot afford long, aimless rallies in that heat.
Which brings us back to secondserveaces.com. If you guys want the full tactical breakdown of the round of 16 field, you have to check out the site.
Go there, read the articles, search for the truth behind the numbers.
And perhaps, unlike Arthur, you will actually find what you are looking for. That is all from us today on The Changeover.
Bye, everyone. Don't eat Julian scones.